I think he sniffed Chloe's seat, bruv.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
That's gross, bruv. Are you down bad? Like, is that what you're on? Are you down bad? Like, is that what you're doing?
No.
I thought
Do you know what it is? And it's not even. It sounds perverted. It's just appreciation. I'm at that stage, and I'm at the stage which just.
It's a bit you.
I almost called you your real name.
Oh wow, that's how serious it is. Is that
sniffing chairs? That is bottom barrel behavior, you know.
What's the character in you?
Pardon?
What's the character called in you?
Joe?
It's a bit Joe.
It's a bit Joe.
I've never seen you in my life.
That's him.
But
Really?
It's not my type of thing.
Oh.
I know man that move creepy like that in real life without the M.
So that makes it a bit triggering.
Without the M. Yeah, boy.
Bo.
Yeah, Bo. That's what I said.
Gang.
That's gonna be one of them ones where when I listen to the podcast, it's like, this son of a bitch.
But no, that's brazy behavior though. Like, you are a mutt, bruv. Sniffing seat.
Thank you.
How you doing, Mark?
That's never a compliment. I'm all right. This week's been all right for me.
Mine's been, I think I was supposed to go into work on Monday, and then my trains did a madness. I've been at home all week, so I'm just going to go in tomorrow just to kind of balance it out.
Friday, okay.
Yeah, it's not really, but isn't it?
Yeah, my workplace is now saying that we're going to go into work like 2 times a week.
How you find it? You all right?
That's not until January. I'm not even thinking about it until then.
You've been at home for 2 years, isn't it? Near enough.
Yeah.
Or a year and a half.
Yeah. Crazy.
I would say you save money, but your workplace is a walking distance, so...
Yeah. And now the Omarion virus of
Omicron.
I
call it the transformer. They call it the transformer virus.
Rules are changing every minute, so I don't even know what's going to happen between now and Christmas.
My Christmas party got cancelled today. It got cancelled today.
Oh shit!
It got cancelled today.
Oh damn! I know you're looking forward to that.
Obviously, we use Teams, innit? Not Teams. Google Chat. We don't use. There's no Teams. Everything is just Google, innit?
Okay.
So then, obviously, someone's put in there because you have the content one. You have like it's called Cookie Monsters because apparently people just bring in cookies like you did today, right? Yeah. Well, Cookie Monster may sound completely different to O, but we're not going into that. Yeah. So obviously one guy's gone, oh yeah, the Christmas party has been cancelled. I was like, what? I've seen the email, I've seen it, obviously with the variant going out. I was like, man, really got these people jumpy. There's like, what, 2 cases?
Wear mask indoors, everything.
Well, I've seen man wear masks in their car and there's no one around them, bruv. Like,
and just them by themselves.
Make it make
who
sense.
Who you scared of, bruv? You scared of your own breath? Like, what's going on? Brush your teeth then, fucking hell.
I think with this whole Omicron thing, it kind of really felt like with this one, it's like, all right, look, like what really is going on, like for real, because this if this hasn't felt like a scam before, it's starting to feel like one now. For me personally,
it's felt like
for a lot of people, it's felt like this for a long time, and I've kind of felt that, but also at the same time, it's been like, okay, well, you know, people are dying from something in numbers.
That was never my thing. That's never been my thing for this whole thing. Like, it's real. I don't. It's like it's a disease that's there, which is globally an issue and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
My only issue was like the language in which they've used, which is it's if you choose to get vaccinated, it's a choice. But then if you don't, you can't do this, you can't do that.
But then make it make sense. So now this new
variant,
because
Delta was the last one, yeah.
The jabs and stuff and
booster,
the booster and stuff doesn't protect you from it.
Because they don't have. I don't think there's enough people who's had the
new one,
the Megatron virus strain. Sorry, I have to make a joke out of it. I'm sorry. It's a real thing. Because ultimately, we have to live with Corona for the rest of our lives.
Yeah,
it's that simple. There's the new normal is the normal that we happen to live in, right? Yeah. Because I think I was asking questions like, okay, cool. So say you didn't get affected by the first 2 variants, and you get jabbed, and then you get double jabbed. You can't get the booster straight away.
No.
And if you've already survived the first 2 strains, the first 2, there's no point in you getting the initial vaccine because it's null and void.
Because it's null.
So I said, would it not make more sense for you just to wait and see? Do you know what I'm saying?
Until the Omicron injection.
I said the only thing that I've ever questioned for the whole pandemic is, can you please tell me how it actually goes from person to person? Because when we spoke about bubbles and even during the Euros and the whole Billy Gilmore thing, and how he was the only one in like a 24
That was weird.
Scottish team to get corona, and then 2 England
Yeah,
players
I
had to
remember
isolate.
that. Yeah. The other
They
two
Scottish team
England.
could still
have
play
it.
their final game. Like, it was just weird, but I was like, what do I know? Like, but I do have something to ask you.
Ooh.
Kelly LaRock, yeah? Man,
I went to the same school. I told you this.
Bro.
She's family. Literally family.
Bro. I blinked and looked at Mark's Instagram. I see Mark proper. When Mark was like, you went to the same school, I was like, yeah, we went to the same school. Yeah.
But
like, I went uni with Big Tom. Big Tom's ain't my friend. Yeah.
Okay.
His what do you call it? His designer is, but the people that went to my uni who are famous now, they're not my friends.
By the way, we're talking
I
about.
blinked. I see some red-haired woman. I was like, I know this face. And all I heard was do.
Yeah.
I was like, Kelly LaRock.
Yeah, she sang it there too as
I
well.
was like, this guy made me sick. Oh my.
But no, it was my sister's 40th. It was meant to be a
happy
surprise.
belated to your
But my
sister,
youngest
man.
sister, she can't keep a secret, nor can her mum. So it was just like my sister already knew. She walked in the door like, yeah, surprise. I knew.
She didn't even
I
act like she
knew.
didn't act
Okay.
surprised.
But if I'll be honest, yeah, like, I hate surprise anyway. If you know your birthday's coming up and you bring someone to a venue and it's not a
You
restaurant,
know what, right? You got a rough idea.
unless I'm naive or an idiot.
But it
You
was
don't
it
know.
was really nice. She had a great time. Kat came down as well.
Yeah, from South.
Yeah. And that was just nice because me and him ain't seen
Not
each
where
other.
he lives, bruv. Sorry, I
Rotted
know he
from
lives,
South.
bruv. I don't know
was nice to chop it up.
That's why it's funny, bro.
It was nice to chop it up with him, but yeah, me and Kelly, she sent me a link for a new EP. Sounds good.
Is it out or is it just?
It's on SoundCloud. I'll send you the link.
That should have been the first way.
Oh, sorry, my bad. But yeah, we went to school together and we're cool. We're literally
Shout
family.
out to Kelly LaRock.
You know, like that. I was thinking when man said that, I was like, yeah, cool, whatever.
You know, people say, yeah, we went to the same school with it. You're like, yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah,
I was like,
that's my
when you
friend.
said that, I was like, yeah, okay, you went to the same school. Okay,
Get some
cool.
tickets
Doesn't
then.
mean you're friends.
Oh, well, I should know my friend like that.
Well, I don't know her.
Yeah, them
man.
ones.
And that's the thing is, when he said we went to the same school, I'm like, yeah, but it doesn't mean you're friends. Like, people can be like, oh yeah, you know, I went to school with 2 drinks or like before. It doesn't mean you're friends, bruv.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I wanted to say like a big shout out to everyone, everyone that's been listening, everyone that's been sharing it, and everyone that's been like reposting their
Thank you, Spotify.
their Spotify wrap ups and
For the
like,
people who've got us on their Spotify rap,
That's sick. That's sick.
that cheered me. I was
boy
having
sent
a
me his
shit
one
day
earlier
when I
on.
saw that.
My boy sent me his one earlier on. as
Yeah,
well.
one of my friends sent it to me. She goes, "Thanks for last year because like literally got her through the year."
Yeah.
I was like, "That's a blessing, man."
Those little things, it's like, you know, because obviously we just
Man,
sit
they
in
were breaking
here.
lockdown to record episodes for the man. There, Thank God we're a little podcast. Man, then we started snitching. You know what I mean?
You know, we all come in here, we sit
So
behind
where'd you
these mics,
record?
we
I
don't
know
know,
we use
but
Anchor.
It's really,
we
it's
do it in our
nice.
house.
Yeah, we stitch it up together so it makes it look like we're sitting in the same room.
It's very nice to hear that, because that kind of brings it all home, because that lets you know it's not somebody who's just listening once or twice. That's somebody who's repeatedly listening to a point where
Yeah.
we end up on
And like us.
And like I
So-
said, like I've said this before with all of us, like it wasn't just for people. Like for me personally, living by myself, to know on every Thursday I get to see 2 other people.
therapy.
That-
It
that-
became therapy for us
because you
sometime.
live alone, it's different, innit?
Yeah, it was mad.
I got a question for you lot as well, yeah. So I saw this all week, and I keep trying not to laugh at this. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Has another man ever driven your girl home while you were arguing?
Wow.
What?
So
All right, so set the scene.
All right, so yeah, please.
So imagine, yeah. So you know, for example, let's use. Okay, so yeah, let's use. Sorry,
I'm gonna let
diction.
Tyrone drive me home.
Yeah. let's use like the recent concert, the Whiskey one,
Dexter,
yeah.
drive me
Yeah,
home.
yeah,
As
yeah.
an example. So
Bait concert.
obviously, you know, it's a late concert. Transport the done. Some gal took tube there, whatever. Uber's a bit of a mazine. See a random don that they know from West, North, East, whatever. Your neck of the woods. I'll use your ones. And they're like, oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, where you going? Oh yeah, long time. Man offers to drop her home. Yeah, but imagine you were supposed to go pick her up. You're tired. You got work tomorrow. You don't really want to
Okay.
go. Or just one of the ones where she expected you to offer to come and grab her.
Them ones.
And I'm like, babes, I didn't pay for a ticket to go with kids. Why am I coming
I
to
didn't
you?
go
Do
with
you know what I
kids.
mean?
I'm at home
You
for
should
a
know
reason.
how to get home by yourself.
I'm at home for a
So-
reason.
Then obviously, next man that she knows from the ends or from around offers to drop her home.
You've got to shut your mouth and hold your corner, unfortunately, and a little bit because you didn't.
Are you okay with that though?
Maybe, possibly not, but again,
Like it would be Bernie. It'd be Bernie.
But you didn't.
It'd be Bernie. Like
you didn't offer.
How did she know? How did she know him?
Okay, I don't know if you as men do this, where sometimes before you have a conversation or a discussion that could potentially turn into an argument, you kind of have it in your head with yourself before you throw it to the woman, because you kind of just want to see where the little potholes and the trips might come up.
Question: would you have sent her? Would you have sent her cab money?
Would I have sent her cab money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monzo it, transfer it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because then at least you can feel like you're doing your bit.
But then, is that a thing where? No, but is that a thing that she says? Oh, babes, I'm not sure how I'm gonna get home, or is it just you just thinking you have that cab money in it?
Okay, if the
because that's her expecting
cool.
you knowing that how she's gonna get home.
All right, so if the options are I'm jumping in my man's car or I'm sending you cab money.
Cab money.
Okay, cool.
I don't know, my man.
Just because you don't. See, now this is the thing. This is where the argument...
I'm peeing around my territory.
This is where potential argument... Yeah, but see, and that's how it's going to be seen.
I don't care what.
You go home safe.
My girl get home safe.
Which then creates
Uber.
a conversation and an argument.
Uber be my friend.
So then question, do you not ever think in life here that a man has ever dropped your missus home?
Of course. I hate to admit it, but of course.
Yeah.
Better man than me, bruv. I can't lie. I could be tired.
No, but I don't know that.
I could be tired. I'm going to get her. I'll wake up. Just tell me. I'll nap. I'll even get to the venue early and park around the corner.
Would she tell you?
Yeah, she would.
Because say if she's in the venue, whatever, and she bumps into her old friend.
I'll be honest. The type of girls I've always dated, they'll tell me. Apart from one, I think apart from one, but that was way before.
They won't see it as a problem. It's you. It's
a violation.
It's us who have got the problem. Who have seen to have had the problem.
I think it's a violation. I personally think it's a violation. Because I
but you didn't go.
No. But I'm going to explain why I think it's a violation. You shouldn't leave your house with no money.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, you shouldn't leave your house without a way of
knowing how you're getting home.
But that's not to say that she did.
The same way, regardless, the same way when you go into a restaurant, yeah, it shouldn't be just on you for a man to pay for the meal. You should have your own money. So if man's not moving fried,
if man leaves you and goes to the toilet, then you're stuck there.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So
yeah. Something mash up in the car.
So I'm gonna say, listen, regardless of whether I go to get her or not, you wanted to see Wizzy, baby. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to see Wizzy. And Burner, I wanted to see my bed.
My bed. That I did.
Right, yeah. Comes in HD form and everything. Comes with maximum comfort. But I think personally, like, I don't think it's ever happened to me. I can be in my heart and heart. I don't think it's ever happened to me. Right? Yeah. Not because I'm that guy. Just don't think it's ever happened to me.
You're an assassin as well, so you know.
Wow, you're still actively an assassin. So you're not doing that.
I'm not active
in the streets, bro.
Hey, yo, I'm not in the streets.
Living
It's on the curb.
dangerously. What did you just say? You just know what? What did you just say? What did you just say?
Curb.
Say with your chest. No, say with your chest.
I said the curb.
That Drake song about the streets. You belong to the streets, innit?
I don't belong to the streets. Never have. Never will.
Whatever you say, bro. I think you're waffling.
But he belongs to everybody. Everybody.
Do you know it belongs to? Do you know it belongs to everybody now? According your debt in America, they're now targeting people through their Instagrams.
Sliding their DMs. I thought that was a lie. I was just like, what?
I'm so happy I read the full article because I say if this is in the UK, bare of these drip dons are done out here. Yeah, done out here. Imagine you on Instagram or Facebook, you're there just posting up whatever, and then next thing you know now, you look and man's like, hi, yeah, basically, start following people and tag friends and not trying to figure out where your location is for these pictures.
I saw a text message conversation between a guy and a woman, and it was a classic. What are you doing? I thought you were going to come and handle this. Oh, I don't remember who you are. She sent the picture. It was a picture of the woman from the back, and she looked like in a club. It was a lot back there.
In her head back?
Yeah. No, from the back.
Back.
Yeah, from the back. So he's like, oh yeah, you. I remember I said I was going to blow your back out. She's like, when are you going to blow my back out? He's like, I'll blow your back out next week. Oh, I ain't got no money.
Energy.
I'll fly you out. He sends her the money. And then the next message he gets is, thank you for paying off your sofa from 2 years ago.
Oh, shit. Is that how they're rolling?
They're rolling like that now. And they got him because he sent the money.
Wow.
He sent the money.
So they had money to blow out back.
Not anymore.
You're mad.
Imagine living in a country where literally you're sending money to someone to fly
America
out. To try and blow their back out.
America is Sodom and nastiness.
It's the purge.
Yeah. I'm glad I've seen it at some point.
What if it starts happening here?
What? Flying out people to...
No. So obviously, I was like, how could you do that? Obviously, GPDR and all that other stuff. But obviously, if your social media is open, then you can find out.
You can find out anything.
Imagine they start using it here. Obviously, you have this thing where you can now rent like high-end clothing and all the rest of that stuff. Imagine now they start doing a thing where people are renting clothes, might not give it back or it's damaged and you give a fake address and the rest of that stuff. And now
then they just disappear.
People are doing like, they could make a show of it. Drip hunters. Yeah, and
Hey, hold on to that, you know. The TV channels may be coming for you.
Yeah, Dave.
Yeah, only Dave would try something like that because ain't no
drip
other channel brave enough to do that.
You know they've got that program where people go into like, what's that thing called?
The house swaps and
No,
stuff.
not house swaps. Where people have, where people put their stuff in storage wars.
Storage,
like that, like that, but drip hunters. But similar to that, where man come to the house, just take the garms or just take the value of it.
This night tracksuit. Yeah, I'll take that.
We've seen debt collector ones anyway, but it'll be just like that, but with a specific monocle. But yeah, but nice.
I'm gonna hold your PlayStation controller until you give me my money.
Oh, imagine that.
Keep the pad, bro.
That's genius.
Keep the
Don't
pad,
take the
bro.
thing, take the pad.
Keep the pad out teeth from my budget. I'll keep it. No, unless it's a PS5 pad, then you got to firm that. You got to firm that
Them things
one.
ain't cheap, boy.
Quickly, right? I think I asked you lot this before, but I wanted to know, like, so I think one girl, I saw it randomly. I think I saw it on Twitter or something, or one of you that posted it. It's just one girl talking about how one guy, because she's talking about being flown out, obviously cheeks, whatever, debt collector, and that sounded mad.
No, it was the combination of words.
Cheeks, debt collector.
Cheeks, debt collector. Anyway.
Sorry. Wow. Skorsky.
New term to debt collector, boy.
Yeah, must have the debt collector of cheeks. So yeah, imagine. So I think what happened was the girl.
It's just a picture. It was in your head.
So I didn't realize how mad that sounded until Mark started chuckling, bro. Man had the whole Motley stance and everything. Shoulders were rolling.
Yeah, shoulders.
So yeah, imagine this guy apparently threw this girl to Paris just to ask her out. And I think the caption was, this is what a good man will. And I was like, but is he a good man because he flew you out, or is he a good man because he put finance behind doing this?
Right, like where did she come from?
I can't remember. I can't remember that part of the story. I just thought it was okay. Yeah. The guy did a deed, but it was a flex. It was a light flex.
I did see some of those pictures. Of
I read, it was a light flex, but I was like, why are you only deemed? My takeaway was like, why is he only deemed a good man? Because
he spent money.
There was money behind it. So he goes. So he wouldn't be. So if he didn't do that, he's just a broke man. Is that what you're telling me? Like, I didn't kind of understand the.
I think that's what we're getting at.
In today's age, it's more important to have money than to have manners.
And how much money you do spend.
And apparently the basic, because I saw a conversation going on this week about how much should a man really spend on his woman, like a month or something like that.
I saw that.
And they were saying like 500, 600 pounds.
A third of his wages or something.
A third of his wages. Sorry, you're putting it in you're putting it in those type of numbers.
It's in church.
Like church. Like a wedding ring or an engagement ring. Where
when she's talking, I have to wait for the offering noise to start putting money on my card.
What the fuck?
I read that and I was just like, what has the world come to?
Stupidness.
Because then I'm thinking, okay, so...
And this is coming from the young adults who are going to become the older adults.
I'm like, so what are you doing there, darling?
Yeah, well, no, you can't answer that question about what a woman brings to the table.
None.
No, you can't answer the question because for them it's offensive.
Right.
But for us, it's normal.
You have to understand the double standard though.
Oh, yeah.
Like my friend was talking about obviously trying to find a partner and whatever, and then told me what she kind of basically brings to the table and whatever, which I thought was very endearing. And I said to her, she was like, do men ever just come out and say, or anyone just come out and say when they like someone? I said, if you have emotional maturity and you're
should
willing
be
to
that
do
simple,
it,
but it's just not.
some will. But the issue you have now is nobody really wants to take the risk because nobody really wants to be spun.
Yeah.
And I said also, and this is my opinion, I think women have also ruined it for themselves.
Yep.
And someone was like, she was like, why? I said, if I can have the contents of the cookie jar without having to have the cookie jar, why do I need anything more? If I can have all the spoils and fun of sex and do relationship things without being in a relationship, why do I need... Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Why am I cuffing?
Yeah.
And I said, well, you have this thing of... I think I've about to say this so many times, of the liberation and the power in your own sexuality and whatever, and just being loud about it. Because, men do that, but not all men do that. Right, yeah? Thanks. But the problem is, because of how social media is, there's that type mentality, that Meg Thee Stallion type mentality at the moment, where everyone's just like, I don't...
Hold out your face.
We said this. Last week we said this. As you get older, you want peace.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So you realize that when you come across someone and the first thing you kind of notice about them is that loud-ish, or as my brethren does it, doing up A-girl or doing up Instagram, them, you automatically the A-girl, like...
I can picture that woman though. I can see her.
You automatically, as a man who doesn't want that type of girl, just goes, that girl might not even be like that. That might just be like, she's going to turn up with her friends. But naturally, you're just like, it's not for me. And you lock it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you individually both block each other's blessings because you're like, that's not the type of...
But then if you see mentality like that, of course you're going to naturally be like, ooh, that's not me. Going on from that, like I've got the original content of that. Like it states here, like a woman asked on, I don't know, Twitter or whatever, a guy friend of mine asked me what's a realistic budget to set aside for a girlfriend every month, and I couldn't give a figure. Like, is this pocket money?
There is no...
Someone responded back, it depends on his income, but I would say around 20%. 20% of his earnings. Say if he makes 5k monthly. Who the hell makes 5k monthly?
Are you my manager?
Then,
are you going to Hot 97 to make sure my record spins?
Be honest, 5k monthly works out to be what, 60 bags a month? 60 bags a year? Yeah, a few people do. I think that's what it's...
Yeah, I'm not saying that, but be realistic.
It's cheeky.
Man.
No, it's cheeky. But I think that's what it is. I think, as you said, it's coming to a thing where it's like, I understand the whole protection thing and whatever, but my thing always, like, I think we've all seen that clip of the guy saying, men ain't the same no more. I said, you want a man to be an old school archetype of what men were in the 90s, in the 80s, in the 70s, but you don't give the same values to want a man. I.e., why I said the role of a man has not changed. The role of a woman has changed. So while their roles have changed, you can't selectively choose to say, I want all of the old stuff, but I'm going to act this way. But if a man wants all of the old stuff as well, but you're not giving me the old stuff, then we're at an impasse.
Sure.
But 20% is nuts.
That's a manager's cut.
You're not my dad! Get the hell out of here, bro. Get out of here. What are you doing?
I mean, what if 1 month you don't spend 20%? What, does it roll over?
Like just a lottery. It's Euro million, bro.
Does it roll over? On a standard day-to-day partner, does that roll over?
110, bro. Like, just roll over next week. You didn't get it this week, you might get it next. You're mad. I got cramp.
Oh, that's... no.
Nah, man.
It's cheapening the idea of relationship because it's bringing the idea of relationship down to finances. Because you don't have to spend... You can go a whole month and not spend money on a partner. But you go out, you take them out, you go to places, you do things together where you spend money on them, but you don't...
The thing is, for example, you know where your whole name is on that badge, bro. That's hilarious.
I forgot I've got it on.
But you gotta look at this here, for example. When you're getting into a relationship, for example, like when you are getting into a relationship, you're gonna do the whining and dining and whatever. Like, what did my friend post today? Like, he owns 2 houses now, 2 flats. Right, he just bought his second one the other day. Shout out Fergs. And he posted something about how 96% of our race, our community, can't afford houses. It's like, because man want to do this drip thing and be buying high-end stuff and whatever, and only 4%, and that's the reason why they can't afford it. because they're buying stupid shit.
Yeah.
And I'll be with money and it's like, oh, raw, yeah, you know, gotta buy this. I said, bro, you could literally have bought a house with the stuff you had bought.
Yeah. Or the dates you've gone on.
But it's not even so much dates, it's
No,
lifestyle.
I know what you mean.
It's a lifestyle. Because if you're with someone who understands the premise of building, right, yeah, it's like, okay, cool, whatever.
And they'll understand as well.
Yeah.
They'll understand and maybe work
And my best friend,
you too.
my best friend worked hard to get his flat. He worked hard, right, yeah. And even for him, me seeing him, like, he's happy, like, he's in his own space, like, I know, he knows, like, right, yeah, mortgage still got to come out, that's what I'm paying for my mortgage, council tax, and the
But
rest.
to get there in the
But
first
to get
place,
there, he was always good at saving. Even when we was younger, first car, little Corsa, kept it, whatever. After that, didn't have a car for like maybe 8 months. Put money aside. He was working Waitrose and then doing his internship at one law firm and getting paid for both. So he finished the law term and then do his work shift at Waitrose. Boom. What did he get? McGann. Like, was it like 10 plate or something like that? Ridiculous. Had the McGann for what? 2 years. Got rid of McGann. Got a brand new coupe A3 saloon back. So it didn't even look like the one that I had, flipping roadman car. It looked like a proper plush type thing. I was like, bruv. I looked at him and I said, yeah, that's the type of thing. Like, man, he's putting in for what he deserves. And him now having his flat, regardless of when he chooses to sell his flat and move out of London and buy a house or whatever with his partner, for me, it's something you have to aspire to. You don't want to be around man that just like, right, you know, obviously Saturday's the motive, innit? A couple things in Shoreditch, you know. Right, I don't know really what they're on, but get me, like,
everyone make sure you got 400 bags, yeah, because we're going to be buying bottles.
400 bags, that's an excessive amount, bruv. Maybe 3 bags, bruv. 3 grand.
How much is a bag?
A bag is 1,000.
Shit, that's simple.
Man said that.
Yo! Like 4 bags. I was like, right.
He said 400 bags,
400
bruv.
bags.
Are you Blade Brown, bruv? What's wrong with you, bruv?
Top boy.
I don't know these slangs.
Man used a word he didn't use.
400 bags is this.
You're on a balance. You work with children as well. You need to start learning. Man say something nuts here, you'll ignore it. And then later on, it's like, yeah, he said this. He goes, oh, that's what he meant.
Oh, that's what he meant.
But there's an urban dictionary you can use, bro.
Do you have a conspiracy theory that you really believe in?
Yeah, but I'll never say it on here.
Ooh.
I'll never say it on here.
Ooh.
I'll never say it on here. You're mad. People are
Do you have one? Do you have one that you would say on here?
I don't believe.
Oh yeah. I have one.
Okay.
I think that the moon,
You stole mine, man.
I think there's something on the moon that they don't really want to touch, so that's why they keep faking on it. They keep faking, like, yeah, you know.
We'll fly around it. We'll fly near, but we won't go.
I'll tell you what my one actually is when we leave here. Yeah, but people will look at me nuts. They will look at me nuts, and it didn't help the other day. I watched Have you ever seen the animated movie Sinbad?
I think so.
It's got like Catherine Zeta-Jones and Brad Pitt.
Ages ago, yeah.
Yeah, you know the movie. I'm gonna actually fuck it. I'll say it. You know when people say, journey to the ends of the earth.
Yeah.
Like we're Earth at the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think the Earth is the shape that people think it is.
I've heard.
I just don't think it's the shape people think it is. I'm not saying it's flat. Man will be the first place. You're a flat earther. It was like, where's your theory for this? Well, there's restricted airspace that you can't go to. No, I'm not saying that. I just don't think. I think it's more oval shaped than just round, isn't it? But
I think so. I think that as well. I've heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I don't think some eternal thing is going to come out of the planet and that, yeah. I'm just saying, but I think people look at you, man, like, oh, you're a flat earther. I did not say that.
Yeah, that moon thing is bollocks because it just doesn't make sense. That
up until now, no one's done it again.
But that Don was jumping for joy, bruv.
So called. Ain't land on the moon.
Neil Armstrong was jumping for joy, bruv.
Yeah, a bit too much.
I've seen Ronaldo jump higher for a ball, bruv.
That's the thing with that theory. We've just never, and not just one country, no countries at all have been back.
And the technology back in them days.
Them boys?
Is shit now compared to what they can do now. You got the guy from Amazon who's basically going to space. If the guy from the local website can take himself to space, then why can't what NASA's still about, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what the fuck?
Where did they go, bro?
What?
What's the still about? Where did they go? Unless my man Elon decided to just push NASA out the way, NASA's still there, bro.
NASA's still here, so why ain't they going back to the moon?
I stopped questioning it ages ago. I just think it's BS.
They went there in the first place.
Yeah,
Even the film Hidden Figures. I don't know if you've watched it.
Yeah, of course I've seen it.
They cottoned on to saying it was a studio, and they just done it up in the studio. There's a part where they mention that.
I just laughed it off.
And you see it.
I just think of that. Have you seen that Transformers movie? Is it the third or fourth one where they go to the moon and there's that one massive?
Yeah. The base there.
That's that, fam. There's something up there that they just thought,
No,
leave it alone. What's your theory, bro? What's yours? I know
my conspiracy theory
was looking at me like,
that I really probably believe 9/11 was bollocks.
Oh, I thought you were gonna pick that bald head men are better looking than men with hairlines.
Look at the way he's looking at you. Look at you, this bitch right here.
B-Tech Boris Chestnut. Fuck out of here, bro.
Nah, So
that's the one I've never really got involved in. I think
a lot of things in it just don't make sense, and they just have been excused and never really questioned again. And then when you do sort of question it, it's like, oh my god, yes, but what about all the people that died? What about the terrorism? It's like, by the guy that America created to send to other countries to do the same thing.
There's a lot of question marks.
Why did that random building that didn't have no plane crash into it just decide to mash itself up? How come the Pentagon thing didn't really look like a plane? How come the one footage of the Pentagon thing just instantly got taken from like the minute the crash happened? The crash, quote unquote. So many things of that thing don't make sense.
But that's the only thing I stopped questioning years ago because I was like, I'm never going to get answer to it.
No.
But again, people say that. But that's that. With that one, I'm a little sensitive because a lot of people lost their lives in that.
Look how long they've taken to release the papers for John F. Kennedy's murder, bruv. Remember, Trump was going to do it, and then
yes,
so that's what I said. Certain things you're not supposed to know, bruv. You're not supposed to know.
Yeah. And I'm fine not knowing certain things.
You only find them things out when you become president. So John Obama knows that.
I'm fine not knowing certain things.
No, I'd love to know a lot of things, bruv. It doesn't bother me if I don't know.
Like when they said, because what was it? The government came out the other day and said that we are actually now officially saying aliens do exist. They've been coming here from time.
Wow.
It's like, yeah, but we've I don't know, as black people, we were like, man, they've been here from time.
That's some old shit. No. First of all, there's two ways to look at that. One, if you're like respectfully, if you are a logical thinking person, you can't believe that you are the only life form that exists in the world. In the universe. In the universe,
yeah. I
agree.
I agree.
I was reading something the other day about what if a black hole was a gateway to another universe?
Yeah.
Full of light, you can't go on the other side like a wormhole.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, yeah. Then the other thing is, if you're a religious person, you're like, yeah, there's some duppy thing there. We don't believe in them. You know what I mean? When you're going to think of aliens and whatever, you're thinking of like God created man. You're not thinking God made a side project and created. You know what I'm trying to say? You're not thinking like that. You're not thinking like it sounds dumb, but you're not thinking like that. You can't tell a religious person.
That's true.
You can't tell a religious person that God made anything else other than human beings.
There's a question. Do religious people believe in aliens?
No.
No, I don't think so.
The only aliens they believe in, the only aliens they will look at is like Marvel, bro.
Please at us if you have different.
Yeah, like if you're a religious listener,
bro. My brother got vexed watching the Eternals because the opening thing that came down was basically a spin on like the beginning of the Bible, bruv. But it's the way they spun it. Obviously, if that's your religion and man doing that, you're thinking, right, that was a bit blasphemous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone's offended by something.
Human nature, you're allowed to be.
But why?
Why?
That's how it's done. That's how it's done, mate. Random question. Why do people keep comparing, like, whenever any artist seems to have like a really good moment or a good song or tour or something, that they instantly start going, oh yeah, we got to compare this guy to Michael Jackson. He's got to be better than Michael Jackson.
Benchmark.
What was it, Drake when...
It's the benchmark. It's the benchmark, though.
Cool. But when they're not there yet,
I just find it weird when it's like artists that you just would never pit to, against each other.
Okay, so let me do.
I know you're talking about the benchmark as in the success and
here's
stuff
the
like that.
Say if Michael Jackson is the benchmark, yeah, for all musicians.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for like he's the alpha, the omega, whatever.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, even when you're looking at Beatles and whatever, obviously music sells completely different compared to what it did in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, etc. That hard sales thing.
Hard sales instead of streaming, yeah.
I think it's like 1,000 streams is like £4 or $4, so it's still pretty mediocre. Right, yeah. Now,
1,000, is that what it
apparently
roughly cuts like?
Apparently, yeah. Right, yeah. Apparently, they've actually put a value on it, which is a flipping mess.
One stream is like
$4.
Oh.
Yeah. So I don't know why people put out bigger music, bigger albums now, or shorter songs.
That's why some people have longer albums, because obviously they will stay on it longer.
Yeah.
Because then all of the songs end up in the charts, even if you don't release them.
That's why Chris Brown put out 2 40-track albums, but they didn't even hit on it. So then, what I'm trying to say is, now I've lost my train of thought. Fuck. What were we talking about?
Artists and streams.
No, artists put against like someone like Michael Jackson.
Yeah. So the Drake thing isn't necessarily a bad thing. I think when you're a music enthusiast, it's going to annoy you because you're really comparing Drake to Michael Jackson when you add in everything he done in totality.
Yeah.
But, and I'm removing bias when I say this, but because of Drake's run, which has existed 11 going on 12 years, yeah, I understand why he's mentioned in the conversation. You can still be like, oh yeah, like you can mention that Jay-Z's the GOAT, but it's like saying, would Jay-Z be Jay-Z if Biggie and Tupac were still around? See what I'm trying to say? Those are the type of conversations you have. Yeah. It's only a vast one, because when you think of Michael Jackson, you think of King of Pop or Prince of Pop and R&B music, right? Because Drake does rap or it's pop music, it's popular, you have to naturally put him in that
the category
bracket.
Of
yes.
Yeah, okay.
So that's the reason why he's linked where you're doing that stuff. I think obviously he got attacked with the Beatles, and I'm like, I get that, but yeah, you stream the most because you're the most likable artist. It doesn't necessarily mean you make the best music.
Yeah.
And that's not a strap against Drake. Like he still does make some good songs. There's still some songs that I like.
Look at your face.
He doesn't like J. Cole. J. Cole makes good music. Do you know what I mean? It's subjective.
He has a love and hate
that's the thing.
relationship.
But I can be objective and I can say I know J. Cole is a good rapper. I just don't take to the guy. Can he rap? Yes. Is he a good rapper? Yes. Is he brilliant as a rapper? Yes. I can say all of that.
Top 5. It's top 5.
See, if someone says that to me, I can't say no because I've heard him rap. He can rap.
In this generation,
really fucking well.
That's not to say like I'm ignoring like Nas, Jay-Z, rah. In this current generation, in the last 10 years, he is 11 because it's at 2010 onwards. Yeah, he's top 5. The top three haven't changed.
Is Fonte in your top 5?
Always will be.
The top 3.
But remember, music is subjective. Like my era of what I like is different to someone else.
But remember, the top 3 based on commercial value and good music hasn't changed.
Drake, Cole, and Kendrick.
Yeah, it's not to say that Royce is a bad rapper or Fonte is a bad rapper or the other rappers that I can run off, right? Yeah, are bad rappers. They're just not on those pars.
Yeah.
Did I think Big Sean and someone like
Meek Mills?
No.
2 Chainz?
No, behave yourself. It makes good music. It makes really good music though.
He does.
Chance the Rapper would push them. Of course I did. But Big Sean isn't really, and Chance the Rapper after that wedding album.
Yeah, he done.
No, don't do that. It's a wedding album.
It is a wedding album. He's confessed his love to his wife.
I had a theory. I said the minute Chance came off drugs, he started making shit music.
No, but a lot of people said that.
Bruv, like if you go back to
Sounded like some Benny.
I was gonna say this.
Cocoa Butter Kisses, I think it's
I don't really know Chance.
second mixtape. If you listen to it, I remember when me and AC went to see the first and only time I ever went to Wireless. I think it was 2015.
Where was it?
Finsbury.
Oh,
Yeah, the one after the one you went to, and the one in 02 in where the what is
Stratford.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the year after I think it was Finsbury. Yeah, and that's when Chance was on a thing, and we went to see Chance the Rapper, and I got AC into Chance the Rapper. And he's like, "Well, he's all right." But the way he was shifting on stage, he was on the hardest of the. He was on the cane,
That man
bro.
be on
He
something.
was doing the
That
hardest.
Molly was mollying, bro. He was up and down the stage. Even though he moved the mic, man, right, kind of just stopped. When the lights went dark, he was sweating. Like he was sweating out the drugs, bro. But it was good music. But now he's off the drugs. No, I'm not trying to be a prick.
Nah, I don't
I'm
want
not
to hear
trying to be
that.
a
Good
prick.
music.
I'm not trying to be a prick. But the minute he came off the drugs, the music just got meaty.
Anybody wanna
People
hear
say that about Eminem when he came off the drugs and alcohol.
People say that about Mary.
Mary J. Blige is exceptional, don't do that. Mary J. Blige,
Mary's-
But I think that's different. Like with
Casey and JoJo. No,
with
yeah,
singing,
yeah.
it's a bit different because then the voice is still there. It's just the material.
that's only true when your last name is Brown.
James Brown,
Bobby Brown.
Bob.
Can't say
Chris.
that about Chris. Chris still makes good music.
It's subjective.
Big up
Yeah.
Chris, like he was in North London playing basketball.
That's mad random.
That was
by the way.
That was the most randomest
I saw the video. I was like, what?
You don't you forget you're famous.
Yeah.
And they weren't.
Chris
and it
Brown
wasn't-
is famous,
And it
famous,
wasn't.
like-
Yeah. And the thing is, it wasn't like they were playing
Like,
with him and
your
then giving
grandma
him
knows
the
who Chris
space.
Brown is.
Yeah.
He's famous.
It
Drake,
wasn't-
even Drake ain't famous like that.
It wasn't like he was playing with them and they were like, yeah, okay, he's Chris Brown. Yeah, like we're starstruck.
No, but he can ball though.
No, they were playing with him.
He can
They
ball.
looked like they were properly
There's
playing.
something on YouTube where I think
Revolt.
yeah, it's on Revolt where they've got like different teams. Like it's is it 3-on-3 or no?
5.
Yeah, it's 5-on-5, and you got Chris Brown's got a team.
Tiger's got a team.
Yeah,
Quavo's got a
there's
team.
some b-ballers out there,
Birdie's
boy.
got a team.
Yeah, it was. I watched all of it. It was fun. It was great. But yeah, it was just fun to see that. And then obviously everyone posted their videos of Wizkid, and obviously he brought on Chris Brown, and I was like, right, you out here.
I read an article about that the other day where
Chris Brown done the same thing.
no. It was just when the Guardian puts out an article for concerts.
Yeah, I saw that.
And
Haters, boy.
Wizkid's concert, from what I've seen from people's opinion and obviously just videos because everyone and their grandma's posting
Yeah,
Wizkid. It's
yeah.
kind of hard to miss it.
That's how I've been hearing about it. All through
It
the
should have been a
socials.
5-star concert, but this guy graded it a 4-star or 4.5 because he said he ruined it by bringing out Chris Brown. Chris Brown's still one of the biggest artists on the planet,
Yeah.
regardless of what he's done and what he's done.
And in all honesty, how long can somebody continue to be? Just a question based just off that. How long is somebody to be punished for a mistake?
If the media hate you, they're gonna drag you all
The
the
thing
time.
is, I think in that type of
And he done the
situation-
time. It's not like he didn't do the time.
For the people, forget the media. Media can be fuckeries like
Two
that all
things
day
is,
long.
one, we're men, so our opinion on this is still going to be skewed out anyway. Yeah, listen, the woman he hurt forgave him. Yeah, they had some form of relationship. Fine, this was 10 years ago now.
Something like
Oh
that.
yeah, cool. People are onto him worse than they're onto R. Kelly or Cosby or what's her name? What do you call it, Maxwell?
What's her name?
Ghislaine.
Maxwell. But I think obviously because Chris Brown's in your face, Trey Songz, for example, another allegation.
Oh,
for
he's
sexual
had
assault.
allegations after
And,
allegations.
Full fun.
and this is the thing. They're counting. They're starting to count. I'm like,
Starting to
yeah,
count, like,
you've heard a few, my
Okay,
G.
but because Trey's liked,
Yeah.
people, it was Kiki was right. Because Trey's liked, when you're unlikable, people ignore the BS. That's what you're looking at. Chris Brown's not liked because of the Karuchi thing, and there's this him and women. He's not liked. They respect his craft, but he's not a likable person.
Yeah.
To us as man,
Agreed.
then Chris Brown's the guy. Man done a backflip to March Madness, bro. Like Chris Brown's the guy forever. He's infinitely the guy on the beat, bro.
Yeah, he's
No, he
like, when
landed
it comes
it.
to him just somersaulting and stuff, like I'm just like, right.
That's why them was like, oh, you can't put him and Beyonce in the same category. I said, yes, you can. I said, if it wasn't for the fact of Chris Brown's red flag,
Yeah,
they would be neck and neck. They'd have a song together that would be one of the best songs you've ever heard in your life.
easily.
Because that's what I said. Beyonce's a singer who can dance. Chris Brown's a dancer who can sing.
Yeah.
Beyonce's the better singer.
Beyonce's the better singer.
Beyonce can still dance and keep her breath control. Beyonce's the better singer than Chris Brown.
But her dancing is not freestyle.
It's more like choreographed. Yeah.
But Chris looks like
Chris is a dancer.
Does both.
Well, Chris is good at everything. Beyonce's biggest Achilles heel is her acting. Can't act. I'm sorry. She can't act. Love Beyonce. Can't act. Chris Brown's good at art. Good at basketball.
Yeah.
Find me something Chris Brown's not good at.
Directs his own music videos.
Find me something he's not good at. Just find me something he's not good at.
I can't answer that.
Probably can't play football. That's why.
Yeah. He probably could if anything.
Just Bieber can though. Bieber can. It's annoying. Bieber's cold, bruv.
Is he?
Bieber's cold. Bruv. It's so annoying.
Okay. All right. Here's following on from that. Who's an artist who is mad talented, but for some reason didn't make it to that next level?
UK or American?
Let's go for both. Let's start with UK.
Ice Kid.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Ice Kid's one, and the one person who I want to see do more, and I love them to bits, is Nux.
Okay.
My boy Kaniva's another one, but Kaniva's still relatively new within the industry. But yeah, those are the three.
I like Kaniva.
I'll do American after.
Oh?
Or do you want me to go to do American while you're doing this?
Yeah, go.
Yeah, go on.
American, West Side Boogie, but he's bubbling so slowly. But
Yeah, I think he's gonna have some new music.
He's been around for ages, so I've listened to West Side Boogie from when I was still working.
Him signing to Eminem Shade, I don't know if that's the best bet. I don't. Sometimes
it's proven that signing to Eminem ain't necessarily the ticket.
It's not him though.
It's
not him though. It's everything.
No, but it's the name. It's obviously the name.
Same thing with Aftermath.
Voice is another one.
I think
he's respected. No, he's respected. But
yeah, I think he's reached that level.
Nah, I think reached. But reached and what I think he can do is different. Like, I respect him as a lyricist, but I think if he had the right people around him, he'd be more there.
I get you.
Joel's another one.
Joel's?
No, Joel.
Oh, Joel.
My guy, Joey Badass.
I feel like he's just gone to the acting now.
That one hurts, bro, because Joey was one of them rappers I really liked.
The only thing I didn't like about his earlier stuff, he tried to have a sound of like the 90s boom bap, and I'm like,
but that's his style, bro.
I wasn't feeling it.
But the style's still the boom bap. He adapted the style, but he's a young rapper.
I didn't like it too tough.
Oh, what about you?
UK, even though he's still about, but I just felt like he's still about, but I feel he really, really could have exploded from Roll Deep, and that was Flowdan. Actually,
okay,
Flowdan, yeah.
Flowdan was better than Munga.
I didn't say that, but Flowdan had actually shout out to Flowdan because we used to go to school.
Scratchy's still the same. Scratchy's still my guy, by the way.
No, he had a bit of there was a personality and a style to him, so I liked that because it wasn't just, you get me, like, man will shoot in your face. It kind of he had a bit of a style and a flow which gave the words and the performance something just extra. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In a genre where everything is just keeping it calm, keep it simple.
Do you know the best thing I loved about
stab you in the face, shoot your dimples, boom. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Did you just freestyle?
That's freestyle. Yeah, I did.
By the way,
your dimples.
Before you continue, do you know the only thing I loved about the evolution of grime? Because the original grime, as it came through, because my older brother kind of got me onto grime anyway, it was very phonetic. Never gonna it. It was like very short and sharp.
Yeah. You
short,
gotta have like your reload bars.
Yeah.
So you say the same thing again and again.
I'm a 3-6 man. Come on in, you get back in your hand. You know what I mean? But stupidness. But
it still gets you hyped to this day.
But then as it evolved, and there was more bars involved in it, it was better because it became more storyteller like. Because even if I take something like Dizzy Rascal's I Love You, and the album cut. Like the album cut of I'm Articulate, I'm Not an Idiot, Them Boy Ready Set.
I make you go wet.
Yeah, that whole thing wasn't short, sharp, It was still short bars.
Yeah.
But it was still the execution of the
bars. Yeah.
But that's me, bro. What's yours, Mark?
Are you saying that's the American one?
Oh, man,
Ooh,
Microphone checker.
well, he's still blowing, but no, I mean he's still blowing up. Chai.
Finish your sentence, man.
Stove God.
Never heard a song of his in my life.
Really?
Stove God cooks.
No, he's there. He'll be there.
I'm weird with anyone who's got God in their name.
As somebody,
sick,
as somebody who's
because that's before he was called Aaron Cooks.
Cooks, and then he became Stove God Cooks.
It was with
but
Buster.
he's one of those ones where if he doesn't keep going up, it will just go down really quickly, and then it'll get forgotten about.
West Side Gun album, literally, it felt like every song had Stove God on it.
He was on like 4 or 5 tracks on the Pray for Paris, 4 or 5 tracks on the mixtape, 4 or 5 tracks. So people are recognizing him.
His next album will put him somewhere.
Fingers crossed.
We'll put him somewhere.
Got a lot of love for that guy.
You got another?
Oh no, wait, that's a lie. Rom Default and Emma V. If I'm doing UK as well.
Emma V's, but no, but actually, you know why I'm not saying nothing? No, do you know why I don't agree with you? I had this conversation with my auntie the other day before she had her music seminar. I was talking about this R&B in the UK, and she said, surprisingly, it's actually doing well. Like, there's actually a scene of R&B where, you know, before it was like, oh, I have to make a pop song or a crossover song.
Yeah.
When you say scene, as in you mean there's an audience?
There's an audience for it.
Yeah, there's an audience, and the people make the music to that audience. They're not.
No. There's a commercialized audience that are taking in R&B.
No, what I mean is that they're not. Yeah, like you said, they're not having to do the.
They're not doing
I have
extras.
to do the pop song.
I have to make
it.
it. Song,
Yeah.
There's
They're actually making the music they want to make.
So I think for me now, I'm not with Rom Default and Emma V. I think as the audience kind of
grows.
Kadeem Terrell, Kaleem Taylor, Shea Universe, Emma V, Ray Black, even though I'm not the biggest fan of her music.
I listened to her album.
I heard it, I wasn't a big fan of music. That girl Mahalia who keeps flipping old school beats.
Old school, yeah.
Like, they may actually be able to make, because they're in the UK space, LMA's got the freedom, because she's in America.
Yeah.
They may actually be able to make those music, even though Kadeem Terrell and Kaleem Taylor make R&B music, and it bangs.
Yeah, it bangs.
Yeah, easily.
And their videos...
Ricardo Williams as well, I have to pick up him.
Their video concepts are sensational.
It's beautiful. No, you know what it is? It's been for a long time. It's been a long time since Def Jam UK.
How about that?
Oh,
Yeah. Remember there was Def Jam UK, and when we got Def Jam UK, we instantly believed we were gonna get Def Jam
what
quality
do you mean
music.
Do you speak for yourself, bro?
Listen, just the name of Def Jam.
I know what you mean.
Creating, you know what I'm trying to say. Creating a label over here.
I'm interested in is the one that has Wretch as creative director. The one, something, you know what I'm talking about, innit?
I think so, yeah.
I think Twins there, and I think there's a few people there.
Yeah.
I think that's the UK based label that has signed Stormzy and whatever. I think that's the one I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Because if that works, even though we know in this creative space now with signing to a record label and people being signed to labels for like 2 single deals for like 400 grand and whatever, like, it's just marketing. So you're understanding how the industry is changing.
How the game,
anyway.
yeah.
So as far as I'm concerned, as long as it makes sense for the artist, then fine. Because for example, someone like B Young, I didn't expect B Young to do that well. I didn't expect Notes to do so well. I didn't expect Young T and Bugsy to do so well. But they know what they do.
They know what they
do. All 12 members, bruv. Like, I think there's probably 6 or 7 being cheeky, but like, they're doing well, bro.
They are.
They know their sound and it's working. Sorry, Mark, go on.
Mine, UK, I would say Maxstar.
Whatever happened? What happened to Maxstar?
I don't know.
Maxstar and Ice Kid are the two.
Maxstar was lost
it when he crashed. He went for Chipmunk, and after that, I think people looked at him funny.
No, he still had a buzz after that.
MAXSTA.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know that name.
And for one, like you mentioned, obviously, like grime, like that old school kind of grime. I would say Nico from Morfire.
Oh,
like, I thought he would be the one who blows up.
I thought Scratchy would. Scratchy and Mungo.
No, Morfire.
Oh, Morfire. Oh, no,
I thought
Ozzy
Nico.
B. No, Ozzy B, bruv.
I thought Nico.
Ozzy B was
Ozzy B was tight.
Ozzy B had a all 3 of them could have blown. Ozzy B had the rasp.
I mean, all three of them. One of them blown.
No, Ozzy B's raspiness on his voice, yeah, was
Heavy.
Ozzy B.
There's an eagle.
But man came on the track and went, whatever you thought he sounded like, went, oi, who's that old to the sea? I didn't even have a lighter. I started doing this.
I remember seeing him on top of the pot, so I was like, rah.
And then Nico had that sweet boy MC look, so he could have. Yeah, they all could have killed separately.
But yeah, I just thought
they all could have killed separately.
US, so much to pick from.
Is there?
Huh?
Is there?
Happy?
You looked at the scores?
Yeah,
me too. US. Bing. I don't even know, you know. I really don't know. I'll say D Smoke is on his way.
I'm sorry. Listen, I'm gonna sound like such an arsehole, bruv.
I'm gonna say the name.
I like D Smoke, yeah.
His album that he dropped is quite nice.
Listen, I really like D Smoke, but are we gonna have this conversation that
like
he's
Kendrick?
Kendrick, bruv. Sorry, it's the same sound. He's just from Long Beach.
Yeah,
it's the same sound. Don't get it twisted. The times I hear D Smoke, I'm like, is this a Kendrick? Oh, okay, cool. It's the same sound, bruv.
It is.
I know he's older than Kendrick and everything. It's the same sound. They rap exactly the same. Is that how people feel about Action Bronson and Ghost?
And Ghostface.
I can tell the difference though.
I can tell the difference,
but you can see what they're talking about as well.
You can hear it.
Yeah,
you're like, ooh, it's a bit too close.
That's his voice anyway, so I can't really argue that. He actually sounds like that.
Yeah, it's just nuts.
They both sound, when they both talk, you both hear it's like they just have a similar voice.
That's Action Bronson and Ghost.
Yeah, they speak exactly the same.
Yeah, they do. So it's not.
Ghost talked about it on the Drink Champs as well.
I haven't listened to that yet. Oh, I got to put time aside to listen to that.
I think that's it. I can't think of another artist.
Yeah.
American.
Yeah.
I have got one for you. The female rapper, Rhapsody.
Yes and no. I think she's in her lane. I think she's in her lane, which is a good lane. She's in a good lane.
And she's keeping to it.
Yeah.
Seemingly.
Her and Ninth and the Soul Council.
Oh shit, Saba too. I forgot about Saba. He makes good music as well, and he can rap.
No, Amine makes exceptional music.
That's Pivot Gang as well.
No, I don't think it's Pivot Gang. Amine. Shmino and Amine. Both them two make great music. Amine's name is what like anime, but it's not.
Is that the guy that did Caroline?
I can't remember. Go on. Yeah, I think so. Go on.
That UK girl, she done that dark skin girl track, and then on the remix she put. Yeah, I liked her. She got a song called Beanie Eagle or something.
I like that song.
That song is nice.
She's heavy.
A lot.
She's dope.
It's a weird one because she would have to do the little thing. She would have to do the little Sims thing because her style's so different. She won't blow here. Like Little Sims has done well by not doing stuff here.
Yeah,
and she has her own market here, but then somewhere else is fine. But yeah, that's enough for me, lads. I'm ready to rap.
Yeah, I'm ready to rap and look at football scores.
I guess I'll just end on saying Miss Banks is one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life.
She's also tall and beautiful, so yes.
Yeah, she's buffalicious.
I don't know if she's a man, so I'm being respectful.
She's a beautiful young lady.
Yeah.
And buffalicious.
You can say you're not being disrespectful to her or her man. Well done to whoever the man is. Well done.
If I wouldn't slap you, if man was like, yeah, Reese's girl's length. If I slap you,
if I slap you,
watch your mouth, bruv. Man knows she's length.
No, that's right. No, but that's but it's all about words. It's like, oh, so Reese is a lovely person, and I know he has an absolutely lovely girlfriend. That's wording. Reese is heavy, and his girlfriend is Lenora.
Same thing.
That's what I mean.
I'm gonna go, yeah. Those things are right,
Those things are right.
O's doing alright, His thing's nice.
It's all about words.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest. There's no difference from me saying, oh yeah, O's BMs is nice. Or old BM is nice. Or man, old BM moving tarty, fam. There's no difference. There's no difference, man. You can't talk about another man's partner because man, I'm looking at you nuts. But sorry, I just had to put a paper before I came in. And your baby mother moving tarty.
Moving tarty.
It's Amiri, it's not Omani. No, I'm joking. But yeah, this has been episode 76 of Different Podcast. You can find us DSP on all the DSPs. You can find all of Mark's, Kadia's, and Oath's information in the description below, which has their crypto information, photography information, and O's book information, which his new book comes out in a week's time.
The beast up.
I've been Real Talk Reese. To my left has been Mr. O, and in front of me has been this old version of Omarion, and we'll be back next week.
Yes, we will.
Blessings to everyone. I would say peace and hair grease, but O can't use that shit. Blessings.
Shit, man. Let one go 1 week. Just 1 week.
Stay blessed, stay warm.
It's like my hairline.
And stay away from the Rona.
It's weak. Oh, that was funny on myself.